What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken, and today, guys, I am ready to show off my entire Scream Factory and Shout Factory collection. So I am super excited to get into these. Some of these are 4Ks that I didn't get a chance to show off in my 4K collection video. Now, the steelbooks that are Scream Factory, I already showed those off in my steelbook collection. It gets so confusing with the crossovers, but so I won't be showing those off again. I don't want to be repetitive, but like the other videos, my 4K collection video, my steelbook collection video that I did recently, if you guys didn't watch those, definitely go back and check those out. I'm not so much going to talk about the movies themselves as I am just when I purchased them, how much I purchased them for, and just talk about what it was like buying those and just the process that I went through to get them in the collection. I think that that's more interesting, and I've covered a lot of these before, so I want to add a different wrinkle to these types of videos now. So yeah, I'm over here by the collection. I'm just going to pull them off the shelf one by one. Like I did with the steelbooks, and I'm really excited. I know everybody loves their Scream Factory. Scream Factory is, at one point, was my favorite boutique label. Now it would probably be Arrow Video, which is right here. But it is definitely probably my second favorite boutique label. I do love my Scream Factories. I love getting them with the slipcover. I got a couple coming in this week that I'm super excited about. And they've just done a lot of really great work, in particular with horror movies, is why I gravitated toward them first, because, you know, I'm a massive horror fan. So, and yeah, when I discovered them, it like blew my mind. I'm like, really? These awesome slipcovers? Like freaking Silent Night, Deadly Night has this beautiful slip. Misery, like those are the first two that I bought. And I was just so excited. There's such beautiful artwork. I just didn't know this stuff existed until I found those in Walmart. But we'll get to that. I'm getting ahead of myself. But before I get into showing you guys off, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, hit the subscribe button, like this video, comment down below of all the Scream Factories we go through. You know, which ones do you have in your collection? Which ones would you recommend that I don't have on my collection? Let me know in that comment section below. And yeah, hopefully this will be around. I don't have a ton of Scream. I've got probably about 100 Scream Shout release, so hopefully it won't be too long. But this is going to be super casual, guys. If I mess up or anything, I'm probably just going to leave it in there. It's not going to be too edited. But yeah, let's right off the top, these are all 1984 picks that I just grabbed, so that's why they're like right there on the top. But I got Dreamscape, which I recently reviewed on the channel. I got Streets of Fire. This is an awesome freaking cover. I love this cover. And I don't know if I'm going to show off the reversible cover. I might on some of them if they're really cool. And I got Ninja 3 as well, which I haven't even taken out of the plastic yet, but I do hope to watch at some point. But all those are 1984 Scream Factories that I bought for 1984 month that I did recently on the channel. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to flip the reversible cover art. It's all pretty much just the posters for the actual movie. Just know that, but it's going to take me too long to do that. All right, so this should be a little easier, a little less messy than my steelbook one, because I can just take a handful of these off and show them off. So this was, like I said in the opening, this is my first ever Scream Factory title that I ever picked up. And it's because I found this at Walmart. I was just browsing the Blu-ray DVD sections before I became a super collector, as I guess you would say. Like, I bought DVDs and Blu-rays, but I didn't like really get into collecting until about 5 or 6 years ago. So yeah, and I saw this at Walmart, and I'm like, Silent Night, Deadly Night. I remember that from when I was a kid renting this at the video store. I was like, that's a cool ass cover. And I think it was only like $12.99. It was not expensive at all at Walmart. And so I scooped this up in a heartbeat. I was like, yeah, I'm going to get that and check that out. And I was like, Scream Factory, what's that? And I started looking more online about it, just seeing more people post on Instagram. And yeah, I was hooked. I was hooked from here. Silent Night, Deadly Night. I have not watched this since I got it, because I remember I watched it that night. And I remember the movie like really scaring me when I was a kid. And when I rewatched it, I was like, this isn't as good as I remember. It's goofy and fun, but it's not as good as I remember. This is another one from 1984, actually, another 1984 movie. But yeah, a slipcover. I found Scream Factory with a slipcover at Walmart, $12.99. Just wrap your mind around it. That's the place we were in physical media back in 2016, 2017, where I found that. That's crazy. Also got Pet Sematary 2. So I got this when it came out. Like, I pre-ordered this and got it the week that it came out. Don't ask me why. I still had not bought this. I think I just really like the cover, and I'm like, I've never seen Pet Sematary 2, and I think it was around the time that the Pet Sematary remake came out, and I was just on a Pet Sematary kick, so I ordered this one, intending to watch it, but I never did. I need to watch this damn thing. It's got Edward Furlong in it, but yeah, never seen the movie, but that artwork is freaking killer. I love the Pet Sematary 2 artwork. This one is another one I just bought randomly because it looked cool and I never watched it, but this is Phantom of the Paradise. This is a Brian De Palma film, which I find really interesting. Cause yeah, this is some kind of, I guess, like cult musical horror film, schlocky B-level horror movie, from the 70s, I think. It's got Jessica Harper in it from Suspiria. So, definitely one that I need to jump on. This is a 2-disc set as well. Should I open these up and show you all the inside? This disc artwork is freaking out of this world. Look at this. That disc artwork is crazy awesome. Oh my God. I don't even know if I've opened this. I'm sure I've opened it, but I just did not remember. I need to watch this movie. Honestly, I need to do like a Brian De Palma month. There's a bunch of his films that I want to get to. Ever since I've seen Body Double, I just can't get that director out of my mind. I need to watch more of his stuff. But yeah, Phantom of the Paradise, I think it was just a random buy, and I think it was like $15 or $16 on Amazon. It was not expensive at all. And I don't know if it's in print anymore. I think it went out of print, but I could be wrong about that. Sleepaway Camp. I remember, where did I get this? I think I bought this at Walmart, actually, for pretty cheap. I think it was only like $9.99 at Walmart. But yeah, no slipcover with this. I wish I could get part 2 and 3. They're so expensive now. Even the ones without slipcovers, it's just like completely out of print. I love part 2, but I cannot find it anywhere on Blu-ray. So hopefully they'll re-release all 3 of the Sleepaway Camps in 4K, and I'll be able to rebuy them then. But yeah, Sleepaway Camp is definitely a banger. That movie's freaking incredible. That ending is, oh my God. But let's see. The Silver Bullet. I watched this last year during October, and I really liked this movie. I didn't love it. It's not my favorite werewolf movie. That's like The Howling American Werewolf. It's not up there to that level, to that caliber of film, but I really enjoyed this one. And I think I bought this one when it came out too. I pre-ordered this, bought it when it came out. Actually did an unboxing on the channel. It was probably one of the first unboxing videos I ever did. I remember doing this, and I didn't watch it. I don't know, guys. I can't explain it, but I have watched it now, and I really enjoyed it. And yeah, Firestarter. I got Firestarter. I've seen this twice now. I watched it once. I think I bought it back when I was doing another 1984 series on my Instagram page. Bought it for like, I don't think it was too expensive. I think it was like $12.99. I think it's that much now, but I was lucky enough to get a slipcover still with it after years of this being out. But yeah, this is a really good movie. I've seen it twice. So I really enjoy it. Firestarter. Another 1984. There's a lot of 1984 Scream Factors. 1984 was a killer year. Creepshow. I got this when it first came out because as soon as they announced this, it was when I was first getting into Scream Factor. This is one of the first Scream Factors I ever owned, but I was like, Creepshow, I have got to get Creepshow. This artwork is killer. This box set. This is honestly, I don't know. There's been some good stuff coming out recently, especially, you know, the Halloween 4Ks, but this might actually still be my favorite Scream Factor release. I think it's my favorite Scream Factor release. The transfer is incredible. Yeah, it looks fantastic, and I just love this box set. It's one of the few hardbox Scream Factor releases. It's got a freaking booklet in it. I love this edition. I love it. It's got great special features, and I would recommend getting a Creepshow to anybody. Hopefully you can still pick this up with the hardbox case, and now that I took this out, I can't even get it back in the damn case. Creepshow in the collection. But yeah, I think that was like $36 when it came out. It was pretty expensive, but it was definitely worth it. All right, let's get through my next batch right here. Every time I pull stuff out, they just keep falling. In the Mouth of Madness, I remember getting this one when it first came out as well. And I don't have these in any kind of alphabetical order, so you're going to see them all over the place. But this is a John Carpenter movie. Really enjoyed this one. I think it's super underrated. But yeah, I bought this one when it first came out, and I had never seen it before. Again, the artwork. Scream Factor will just get you with the artwork. Sometimes it's absolutely incredible. But yeah, really enjoyed that movie. I think it was like $28 when it first came out. I'll go ahead and show both these together because they came out in the same month. But House of Wax and The Dead Zone. So both of these came out last year. They're like the first big Scream Factory titles that were announced in 2021. I was super excited to pick up both of them. House of Wax, I remember not liking as much in the theater when I saw it, but I revisited it, I think, like a couple of years before this came out, and I really found myself enjoying it a lot more. So I definitely ordered this, and it looks great. This transfer. Scream Factory did a hell of a job, and the artwork's absolutely killer. This artwork is actually still my screensaver to my phone. I have not changed it since, for no reason other than I'm just lazy. But yeah, it's still the artwork to my phone. I need to replace that at some point. And the Dead Zone's great too. Pre-ordered this one. Both of these were like $28 or $30 when they first came out, somewhere around there. Event Horizon, I definitely pre-ordered when it went up, I think last year. I think it came out in like March of last year. This was a favorite from my childhood. I remember being absolutely terrified. My dad took me to see this back in 1997 in the theaters. I think he thought it was like a Star Wars type sci-fi movie, and it was like Hellraiser in space. I'm pretty sure he was completely off guard with that one. I was only like 11 when I saw this, but I remember always enjoying this one. I remember getting it on VHS when it came out, rewatched it all the time. I really loved Event Horizon. It definitely held up for me. It's got some parts that don't age the best, but I still like it. Just based on nostalgia, it still holds up for me. So Event Horizon is definitely great. Silent Hill was another one that I got when it came out because, again, the cover art was killer. And I remember liking this one okay when I saw it in theaters, but when I rewatched it, God, I did not like this movie at all. Just did not, it did not achieve anywhere close to the scares and the spookiness and the creepiness and the atmosphere that the video games did. I was just so disappointed because I love those games. But this is a great release, though. This cover art like is awesome. So some of the best cover art that Scream Factory has ever done. And I'm really on a slipcover run right here. I haven't showed too many without slipcovers, but we're definitely going to get more than a few without slipcovers. So definitely count on that. Idle Hands. I got this when it first came out because, again, this cover, you can look at this. This is awesome. With the freaking zombie hand with the rocks. God, that is freaking killer. But yeah, Idle Hands is another movie that I remember watching when I grew up and I wasn't a huge fan of. So this one I definitely just bought because of the cover, I'll be honest. But then when I rewatched it, I was actually pleasantly surprised. I guess I just wasn't ready for this blend of comedy. It's almost like a spoof horror comedy at some points, but when I rewatched it, I enjoyed the hell out of it. So I'm absolutely glad that I picked this one up. This is a killer release from Scream Factory. So most of these releases, when I buy them when they first come out, are usually like $28.99, $30, somewhere around there. So I was definitely pleasantly surprised by that when I watched it. Misery. This is one of the greatest horror films, one of the greatest films of all time. Bought this at Walmart. Again, I bought this closely after I bought Silent Night, Deadly Night. Bought this at Walmart for $10. $10 I bought. I just remember this specifically. $10 I bought Misery at Walmart with a slipcover. Again, guys, 2017 was an awesome time to be a collector. Like, Walmart had Scream. I remember back when they had an entire like steelbook section and everything. Like, it was incredible, and they just don't have that anymore. It's like almost freaking 70% DVD now, which, nothing against DVD, but it's just, why are they going backwards? I don't get it. Cobra. I just reviewed this on the channel, so definitely go check that out. But I bought this when it released and only just watched it recently. I think I was on a Stallone kick because I just watched all the Rocky films when Creed 2 came out or something. Really enjoy this one. Glad I watched it, glad I bought it and watched it recently. But that's freaking kill. I know it's just the poster, but it's awesome freaking cover art. This is it's not one of the like regular Scream Factory releases, I guess what you say, like the remastering. This is one of their IFC releases, I think. But this is Autopsy of Jane Doe. And this is a super underrated paranormal type horror film that came out, I think, in 2017. It's got Brian Cox and Emile Hirsch, two great actors, but I really love this movie. I know some people are lukewarm on it, but I thought it had great atmosphere. I've actually been meaning to revisit this one for quite some time. But the Autopsy of Jane Doe is freaking awesome. If you guys had not seen it, go check it out. I love it's not really artwork, but I just love how you flip it and it's her head and all that stuff. And everybody, will say, I got this upside down. I've showed this off on like Instagram before and be like, you got that release upside down? I'm like, no, it's not upside down. Come on. I don't know if it says reversible cover art or not. But yeah, this is a freaking awesome movie. Check out Autopsy of Jane Doe if you haven't. But yeah, this is the IFC midnight release. I should have a few of these in here, I think. All right, got King Kong. I still have not watched this. This came out last year. This is a Scream Factory release. It's not Shout Factory, but yeah, King Kong. This is awesome artwork on this release. And yeah, I've not watched this yet. And I think it was because, you know, the month of May last year, I was trying to watch a bunch of the new releases. And I ordered this one, and it was like 3 weeks late. So by the time it came, we were in a new month, new stuff was coming out, and I couldn't review it like I wanted to, so I just never got around to watching it. So King Kong I bought on release day last year, but definitely need to get around to watching that at some point. Maybe I'll do a King Kong and Godzilla series or monster series or something. I don't know. This is another, I don't know if this is IFC. I don't think it is, but this is just a newer movie that came out under the Scream Factory label, and that is The House That Jack Built, starring Matt Dillon. This movie is absolutely nuts, but I do remember, I think I just bought this one like randomly, but it was shortly after it came out, so I think I got this one for $19.99 on Amazon, but lucky enough to still get that slipcover. I think it was just a couple of weeks, or maybe a couple of months after it came out. Escape from LA I bought when it came out, because again, the artwork's absolutely killer, and I have not watched this yet. I don't know why I bought Escape from LA, to be honest. I know it just had a 4K, but I wouldn't buy the 4K. I would not double dip on a movie that I hadn't watched yet, even though I'm pretty sure I've done that before. But I wouldn't double dip on it because I hadn't watched it yet. So I'm like, no, I'm going to watch my damn Scream Factory that I bought, and then I'll watch the 4K. Still haven't done it, but yeah, Escape from LA. I remember seeing it when I was a kid, or maybe parts of it on TV, but I don't think I've seen it in its entirety. So I'm definitely looking forward to watching it at some point. I know a lot of people talk a lot of trash about it, so I don't know if that's justified or not. But yeah, I bought that on release day. Slumber Party Massacre. I think I just randomly ordered this one in a Shout sale or Scream Factory sale for like $11.99 or something. And I'm pretty sure it was a sale that I got that one. Same with Night of the Comet. I think I got that one in a Scream Shout Factory sale. I just watched this one recently for 1984 month. Another 1984 Scream Factory release. God, there's a lot of them. And yeah, really enjoyed this one, but yeah, I think I got it for like $11.99 or something. In one of those Scream Factory sales. I got The Prince of Darkness. This is another John Carpenter movie, which I also think I bought in a sale for like $11.99. I'm sure some of these were probably like $17.99 or something. You know how those Scream Factory sales that aren't really sales are sometimes. But yeah, I enjoyed Prince of Darkness quite a bit. I know it has a 4K, but I don't like it enough to get the 4K, I guess. Both of these that I'm getting ready to show off are really cool releases. They're box set releases, but I got the Fly collection. One of my early YouTube videos was me Blu-ray hunting, and I was looking for this. I think it was like 3 weeks in a row I was looking for this at a Walmart, and I finally found it, and it was only 40 bucks at Walmart. This was at Walmart forever for only 40 bucks. It was a great deal because I think it released at like $79.99. And with these box sets, like, because they're box sets, it doesn't matter like how old they are. You're never not going to get this box set with it. So even now, if you go to order the Fly collection, you're still going to get this hard box. Same with the Friday the 13th and everything else that Scream Factory does. So that's definitely really cool. But look at this thing. The artwork on this is absolutely spectacular. I've only still watched the first Fly and of course the Cronenberg movie. I've seen that a ton of times, but yeah, this is an incredible box set. I love this Fly collection, but I was on the lookout for this for a very long time. I remember doing some like funny stuff with my videos with that Fly collection. So I don't even know where you would go to check that out. But the Omen Collection also, I don't think I got this at Walmart though. I think I ordered this off of Amazon, but it was a sale price. I think it was like maybe 45 bucks or somewhere around that neighborhood. But this is another great box set release from Scream Factory. Love the artwork on it. It's freaking awesome right there with Damien on the cover. I have only seen of this one. I've seen 3 out of 5. I've seen the first Omen, the second one, and the remake. I remember seeing the remake in theaters, but I have not watched that on here yet. I'm maybe a hot take, but I'm not a huge Omen fan, the Richard Donner movie. But I really enjoyed the second one. I might enjoy the second one more than the first one. I know the first one's a classic. It's a horror classic. I get it. I just enjoyed the second one a lot better. I remember it having more of like a slasher type tone to it, and I really enjoyed that second Omen. What is that called? Damien Omen 2. So this Omen set's awesome. Again, I think I got this, I think for like 40 bucks. I wouldn't have spent much more than that for the Omen. Again, I've never been a huge fan, so I doubt I spent any more than 45 bucks on it. But Same with the Critters collection. I was on the fence about picking this one up for the longest time because I've even rewatched the first Critters recently, I think within the last 5 years, and I was like, this is not a good movie at all. I remember having fond memories of the second one. Of course, we just had Easter, that Easter Bunny sequence. I remember watching that on TV when I was a kid. I guess I could take these out and show you all the discs. I don't know why I haven't been doing that. But yeah, the Critters collection. I'll go back and do the Fly and stuff too, but definitely cool artwork on this. I need to watch Critters 3 and Critters 4. I've seen all of these at some point. I remember renting them as a kid, but yeah, I haven't checked out these Scream Factory transfers yet, but I got this for $23, I think. $23 on Amazon. I went down, I think it was like a flash sale or something. But yeah, I waited because I would not pick this up. I think I've seen it in like FYE for like 60 bucks. I was like, there's no way I'm spending $60 for some freaking Critters. But yeah, got it for 23 bucks. It went down to like an incredible price. So definitely pay attention. First off, follow me on Instagram because I post a lot of deals on there, but pay attention to Amazon, some of their flash sales. Sometimes they do some incredible sales. But yeah, let me show you all this, all the discs and stuff in the Omen set real quick. I love the artwork on the second one. See, if I'm gonna do this damn collection video, I gotta give you all the full tour, the full treatment, as I like to say. But yeah, I love how they do these box sets. I just love how they do them. Of course, we're getting ready to get to the ultimate box set in a second. But yeah, you got the. I need to watch The Fly too. But that's the Cronenberg, and then the Curse of the Fly, Return of the Fly, the original Fly, all that stuff. I watched the original Fly just last year. What's interesting about this, I think I put that in there. I was gonna say it has like the credits and the synopsis and all that stuff on the inside. That's weird. Okay, so it's not next, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull this sucker out and go through it real quick. But this is the one that everybody has. Like, everybody's got this in the collection by now. I remember when it came out, it was nuts. It was crazy. Like, the hype was real. Like, there's still, to me, the hype level for a release has not reached the heights of this one since this came out. Not even close. And like, since I've started collecting, like, this is probably the pinnacle of the excitement that I felt, just everybody as a community felt for this one item with 12 movies in it. And that's the Friday the 13th collection. Jesus Christ, look at this beauty right here. Look at that Baghead Jason. I was so excited because this is like validation for me loving part 2. I just love how they gave Baghead like the side. And again, that may have been like a slight to Baghead Jason, the fact that they didn't put him or a diss to him because they didn't put him on the cover. But I love that he has his own side with the pitchfork. Friday the 13th part 2 will forever be my favorite Friday the 13th movie. But this artwork, God, you just can't get any better than this. Look at the, you get freaking hockey mask on there. I just have to take this out every now and then and just remind myself the beauty of it. And here's the thing, guys. I love these movies. I grew up with these movies. I did not buy this set because it was popular and everybody else was doing it. I have always loved the Friday the 13th movies. This is probably Nightmare on Elm Street, I think, was the first horror franchise I got into, but this was the second for sure. And I rewatched these all the time as a kid. Love Friday the 13th. Before I got like super obsessed with Halloween, it was all about Jason and Friday the 13th. But I'm definitely going to do some kind of a ranking on these, but I'm trying to figure out how to show these off and not spill them everywhere. But you got, part 1 and part 2. Let's see. You got the final chapter, part 3. Damn it. I think part 3 is literally the only one I have not watched yet, and I have no explanation for why that is. And you got Friday the 13th, A New Beginning, Jason Lives. Now, I did get this when it first came out, and Jason, look at this cover on. I love the cover on. The poster, Jason Takes Manhattan, is literally my favorite. Literally my favorite. But yeah, I pre-ordered this from Scream Factory's website when it went up in July of 2020. So I spent $170 on this damn thing to get all the posters and all that shit. But it was worth it. It was so worth it. So worth it to me. And then you got Jason Goes to Hell and Jason X. I love the artwork on Jason Goes to Hell too. Oh, see, I knew I was going to spill stuff, but I didn't. Let's see. We got the Remake, which is the other one that I haven't watched yet. I've watched everything of this whole set except for the Remake and part 3. And you got Freddy vs. Jason. And then you got a whole thing with bonus materials. And then you got a little booklet. So goodness gracious. This is so spectacular. I have shown this collection off so many times on the channel. Now I'm going to put them all in out of order. And I just love it. I just love it. It reminds me of my early days in YouTube because I was really getting started making videos and stuff when this came out, like the physical media report. Like I remember it being the first physical media report that like really popped and got a lot of views because I was talking about this set. And I just have a lot of fond memories with this set, and it's unboxing it, and it was just super fun. It was a super fun time. Super fun time. So I even did reviews. If you go far back enough on my channel, I did reviews for like 7 of those when they came out. I've got them all on my channel, like just standalone reviews for each one of them. Just talking about each one of the movies. That's how much I love them. All right, so I'm trying to organize everything here. Got Alone in the Dark. I got this one from work for very cheap. This was like $1 or $2. I was lucky enough to find it there with the slipcover. I think they still got a few of these there. Krampus. I bought this one when it came out. I have no idea why. This was probably one of the purchases I regret the most. It's 4K. I'm gonna rewatch it again. Maybe it'll hit me differently. But I didn't remember liking this movie at all, and I bought it on 4K again. I think just to show it off. I don't know. I was gonna review it and talk about it, but I never got a chance to because I was sick all December. I wish I didn't buy this. It was stupid of me to buy Krampus. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm never gonna lie to you. I'll be honest. Drag Me to Hell. I love this movie. Sam Raimi has returned to his Evil Dead style horror filmmaking. Really fun, and yeah, Drag Me to Hell. I bought this one, I think I also found this at Walmart for very cheap, probably like $12.99. I just remember a time when Walmart, they would have like Shout Factory titles, Scream Factory titles. They had a whole section of them. I don't know if anybody else's Walmart had that, but it was such a cool time to be a collector. I'm telling you, you would go there and they would have stuff like this. But I think I did find this at Walmart. I really do. Candyman. Of course, I had to get this when it came out. I pre-ordered this one as soon as it went. This is one of my all-time favorite horror movies. Came with a poster. It came with 2 slipcovers. I think I had the slipcover in the other room or in the closet or somewhere. But I love this alternate Scream Factory cover. It's freaking sick. I love the back of it. So awesome. Candyman's great. I love it so much. But yeah, that was probably like $30 when it came out. 13 Ghosts I remember getting when it first came out. Again, this was another one that I don't remember being a huge fan of it. I hadn't seen it since the theater, I think in 2001 when it came out. But I rewatched this one when I bought the Scream Factory. Was, again, pleasantly surprised, kind of like Idle Hands, about how much I enjoyed this. So really enjoyed the rewatch. Shannon Elizabeth, Matthew Lillard's got a killer's like 90s, early 2000s cast. So really enjoyed this one. 13 Ghosts is pretty cool. And that cover art is freaking sick. So love the cover art. Slumber Party Massacre. This is a recent one. This is the remake. I did a review on my channel of this one, and I kind of enjoyed it. I think this was only like $16 when it came out. It was one of those new release Scream Factories. Got Black Christmas. Pretty sure I got this one in a sale for like 11 or 12 bucks, but really enjoyed this movie. I have watched it. I need to rewatch it though. It's been a little bit. A Lawnmower Man. I remember watching this as a kid. And yeah, I definitely got this during a sale. I think it was like 11 or $12, but I need to rewatch that one and see how that one holds up on a rewatch. The Blob, I'm pretty sure I got this one in a sale as well. This is one that I wanted to get when it was first announced because I did remember watching this as a kid and having fond memories of it. But I just never did it, so I got it again. I wish I had it with the slipcover. This artwork is freaking beautiful. But this is a Chuck Russell film, same guy that did Nightmare on Elm Street. And I rewatched it recently. Definitely holds up. Really enjoyed this one, but probably got this one for $12 when it came out. I forgot to show off my 4Ks over here. We're getting through this. We're getting through this in pretty good time. Hopefully it'll be up right under 40 minutes. Alligator on 4K I got this one when it came out. You guys saw the video of me reviewing it. Just reviewed it like a couple of months ago. I think this is only like $30, but I highly recommend you get this. This is one of the best 4K releases of the year, hands down. Of course, we got to talk about the Halloween 4Ks. Like, these came out last year. I know I said that the hype train was strong for Friday the 13th. It was pretty much up there with these as well, but definitely not as strong as Friday the 13th, I think. But these were awesome. I had a hell of a time getting them in. They were super late getting my pre-order in. I was very upset about that. If you guys remember, last October on the channel, I was probably being super negative all the time about these. It was a dark day for the channel, but I know it was entertaining for you guys as well. But yeah, Halloween, look at this. Everybody didn't like this cover art when it came out. I was okay with it. Like, of course I made fun of it, but I was okay with it. It's not the best, but it's not the worst either. Halloween 2, I'm just picturing like the Resurrection and H2O and Curse with these same colors. Rob Zombie's Michael Myers with the leaves in the background, which, you know, maybe we're getting that this year. Who knows? Halloween 4 and Halloween 5. So yeah, I pre-ordered these, and I'm pretty sure I spent almost $200 getting all those with the, you know, the posters and all that good stuff. And I regret it every day because, first off, I'm not going to use those posters. They're not great posters. So I may put one of them up, but I'm definitely not going to use all of them. And second, I didn't even get the one benefit I'm supposed to get from pre-ordering from Scream Factory, and that's getting them before everybody else. Everybody that ordered from Amazon was getting them for me. So if I just ordered them from Amazon, I probably could have saved like $50 or $60, and I would have got them sooner. So that's shit. But yeah, I'm done ranting on the damn Halloween 4Ks. We're done with that. All right, They Live, I got on 4K, and I also have it on Blu-ray. So I haven't sold off my duplicate of that. And I can't explain why. Does this? No, yeah, the 4K even has the Blu-ray. So I need to get rid of They Live, to be honest. I don't really need two covers for that. I think maybe it's because this has the alternate artwork, which I don't even have it flipped to right now. But yeah, I got They Live when it first came out. Really enjoyed this one. Reviewed it on the channel. And I think it was like I think it was like $30 when it first came out. This one I remember getting in a sale maybe, or just randomly on Amazon for like, I don't think it was very expensive. I think it was like $15 or something. I got stuff falling over there. From Beyond, and I gotta flip the artwork on this one. I got all these in my lap and they're gonna fall everywhere. That's the drawback of doing it over here. I have no table to set stuff on except for this little stand I got over here. I gotta show the artwork on this. From Beyond, this is a Stuart Gordon film. Same guy that did Reanimator. I rewatched this, or not rewatch it, but I watched it for the first time after I watched Reanimator, because I really enjoyed that one. I was like, I got to see what this guy's got. And man, this movie blew my mind. I loved it. Barbara Crampton in this movie, oh my God, is looks incredible. But From Beyond, this is killer artwork. I love the artwork on here. Was pretty cool. And I think I got that one from Amazon for like $16 or $17 a couple of years ago. And I think it's actually out of print right now. I think it's out of print. Night of the Demons. I think this is a random Amazon purchase for pretty cheap. Watch this one. Really enjoyed that one as well. But I'm pretty sure I got that one for 15 or 16 bucks. Just a random Amazon order. The Funhouse, which I think is this one getting ready to get the 4K? Yeah, I think the Funhouse is getting ready to get a 4K. So I'm going to have to get rid of this because I'm going to get that 4K. I haven't watched it yet. So I think I got this for a sale for like 11, 12 bucks. Somewhere around there. Shocker, I got on a sale. Wes Craven's Shocker. Still have not watched this one. Shocker, right? I hadn't watched a movie, so I had to tie it in somehow. Shocker, yeah, I need to watch this one. And I anticipate a 4K of that. I just feel like they would do a 4K of this. But yeah, I think I got that for a sale. Probably like 12, 13 bucks or something. The Burning, I remember getting on a sale for $12 or $13. All these I ordered. I got another one down here. Trying to think. Let me try to grab all these ones I got for cheap. Maybe they were just these. I feel like I got more at this price. But I went ahead and got all these because they were going out of prints. They had like an out of print advertisement, so I just picked them up because I figured they might be worth money someday. But I got The Vagrant starring Bill Paxton. I got I Bury the Living. And I have not heard of any of these movies. And I got Screaming Skull. And I feel like I got like 2 or 3 more, but I don't see them over there. Rent-A-Pal. This is another IFC Scream Factory release. This is one I've talked up on the channel numerous times. Got this at, I think, at Best Buy for like, I think this was only like $14 or $15 when it came out. This is one of the most underrated Blu-rays movies that came out in 2021. I really enjoy it. It's a wild movie. Definitely watch Run Up. I think it's on streaming or Hulu or something. So definitely check it out. But I was happy to add this one to the collection after I saw it. It was a blind buy, but it was worth it. The Editor, I remember finding this at work for really cheap. I think it was like $1 or $2. And I do have people asking me, like, where do I work to get this stuff? It's like it's not an Amazon warehouse, but it's like an Amazon type warehouse, and we sell all kinds of different things, but we also have movies. Sometimes they get damaged, end up in a team store, and we can get them for a discounted price. I don't really like to disclose like the exact location and place that I work at. But yeah, that's pretty much the explanation there. But the Editor is, this is a slipcover edition. I've heard some good things about it. I heard it's like Giallo influences, so I'm excited to check that one out. Both of these, I think all three of these I got pre-ordered the day they came out. I actually pre-ordered more Scream Factory and pick them up on day one than I thought. But Urban Legend, this was a no-brainer for me. As soon as they announced it, I was so excited. This artwork is so great, and this is a slasher movie from my childhood. Of course, I remember watching the Scream movies, growing up on them. When this movie came out, I just became so attached to it, so obsessed with it. I used to rewatch this one. Honestly, I remember rewatching it more than the Scream movies. I loved Urban Legend growing up, so of course I had to get this one. This is a great release from Scream Factory. This one came out in like 2018, but I love Urban Legend, so I think I probably paid like $27, $28 for it. Valentine, I remember buying pretty much for the same reason. I didn't rewatch this one as much as Urban Legend, but it came out in that time period that everybody was trying to capitalize on the Scream craze, and I thought this one was pretty good. Again, it's not as good to me as Urban Legend, but it follows that same like whodunit formula very well. It's got a fun cast and it's got some good kills, and it's just a fun slasher movie. Kind of at the end of that Scream where everybody was trying to be Scream. It was kind of at the tail end of that. After that, slashers would die off, and then they would introduce Saw and all the horror remakes and all that stuff. So Valentine was a really cool movie, and the artwork on that one's fantastic. I think that one came out around Valentine's Day, I think a few years ago. Deadly Friend I bought, I think it came out the same month as all the Halloween 4Ks. I really enjoy this one. It's a Wes Craven movie. It's pretty goofy, but I enjoyed it. So yeah, I bought that one. I think it was probably like, I don't know, $24, $25 when that one came out. Got the poster and stuff for that one as well. I need to put that one up because that's actually pretty cool artwork. Let's see. We're getting towards the end here. I'm getting there. All right. A lot of these are recent pickups, but I got Vampires in the most recent, I think, Love is in the Scare sale. Probably for $12 or something. Ginger Snaps. I can't wait to watch this one. I've heard good things about that one. Werewolf movie. Really digging the werewolf movies lately. Night of the Creeps. I got in that sale recently and still got the slipcover. I was beyond excited by getting this with the slipcover. But yeah, super awesome. Again, I just bought this one. This one's been out for like 3 or 4 years, and I got it with the slipcover. So awesome. I was so excited for that. And I think it was like, I don't know, $13 or $14 with the sale price. The Sentinel, I got this one based on everybody's recommendation. Everybody said that was good, but that was like 11 or 12. Also got the Entity. Everybody said this was good too, so I bought that, 11 or 12. I got this, let's see, I guess Bitten double feature. This is Love at First Bite and Once Bitten, starring Jim Carrey. I need to watch that one. Jim Carrey vampire movie. Definitely need to watch that one. But yeah, I bought this one in half price books, I think for $10. Pretty cheap double feature there. This one I got when it first came out, or maybe I waited a couple of months on it, not sure, but I still paid probably $25, $26 for it. Still got the slipcover, so I was excited for that. Ghost Ship, I remember watching this in the theater when it came out and thinking it was okay. The opening is what you remember from this movie. But I do need to rewatch it and see if it holds up for me. But that artwork is too good to pass up. Starman, talked about this one, another 84 Scream Factory release John Carpenter movie. Really underrated John Carpenter movie. But yeah, happy to get that one, the slipcover. I think I got that one for like $13 or $14 on Amazon when that came out. All right, now, let's say, not when it came out, but I think like years later. Here we're going to get into a lot of my Shout Factory stuff, and I think I got a couple more Scream Factories in here, but most of it's going to be Shout Factory. The Fog and the Howling, this is a double feature that I believe, is on one disc. So that is not, these are, compressed Blu-rays. So yeah, The Fog, I do have. I did a video recently. I forgot that I had The Fog on Blu-ray. I thought I just had, see, I knew it. If anybody watched that, God, I'm just coming to this revelation now, but if anybody watched that 10 movies, 10 Blu-rays that I recommend you own from 1980. I brought up The Fog, but I pulled out my DVD release because when I was making the video and writing everything down, I was like, I know I had The Fog in the collection, so I wrote it down. But then when I went to shoot the video and find everything in my collection, I could not find The Fog on Blu-ray. So I used the DVD, and I was like, I thought about The Fog on Blu-ray, but I guess I didn't. I did. I absolutely did have The Fog on Blu-ray. But it was just in a double pack. That's why I didn't notice it. But yeah, I got The Fog and The Howling right here on Blu-ray. Of course, you know, on the compressed disc. But I think that was only $7.99 in the Blu-ray bin at Walmart. I got The Boy Who Cried Werewolf. And this was sent to me by a subscriber. So I don't know too much about that movie, to be honest. And I think all of these that I got left, see, I got stuff falling, are Shout Factory. I think all of these are Shout Factory. But I got the Nutty Professor collection. I could not get this. This is some of my favorite comedies from my childhood. At least the first one is. I love the first one. But yeah, that's how pretty much how I discovered Eddie Murphy. But Brewster's Millions. Haven't watched this Richard Pryor movie, but I bought that at Half Price Books. I think I got that for like $6. And When Harry Met Sally, somebody sent this to me, a subscriber. I love this movie. This is probably the best rom-com of all time. So thank you so much, Gus, who sent that one to me. Bill and Ted and Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. I think I found this at Walmart for $10. So I went ahead and bought it because the third one was getting ready to come out. And I hadn't seen these movies yet. I needed to watch them. So I bought this this 2-pack set. And yeah, I think these are both on the same disc as well. The same disc. All right. Wild at Heart, David Lynch film with Nicolas Cage and Laura Dern. I still need to watch this. I haven't seen it yet. But I think I got this on Amazon for pretty cheap. I think it was only $11.99 or $13.99 or somewhere around there. But I need to take part in more Shout sales because I need to beef up my Shout collection. The Deer Hunter. I remember buying this when it first came out, and I thought the movie was just okay. It's 3 hours long, so it's way too long. But yeah, I bought it when it first came out. I think it was like $35. It was maybe the first 4K that Shout Factory did under the Shout label. So they hadn't done a Scream Factory 4K at that point because They Live in Prince of Darkness was the first 4Ks that Scream Factory ever did. So I think this Shout as a whole, the brand, this was their first 4K, was the Deer Hunter. And yeah, I think it was like $35 when it came out. And I got Coraline. I raved about this when I first watched it last year. I bought this one. My daughter loves Coraline, so we used to watch it all the time when she was little. So I brought it home and we watched it together again. The transfer on this, I'm going to tell y'all right now, it looked like 4K. Like, this transfer was beautiful. Shout Factory did such a great job because I only ever watched it on Netflix, but I remember watching it on Netflix so many times. And when I watched this, I was like, I felt like I was watching the movie in a whole new way. Like, the vibrancy, the colors was just everything. It just looked so great. But yeah, those new Shout Factory releases they did were spectacular. Liar Liar, had to get Liar Liar. It's one of my favorite comedies of all time. Love this release from Shout Factory. Great transfer on this one as well. And some cool new special features included in that. But yeah, I got that one when it came out for, I think, $15.99. Also got Summer School. Still need to watch this one. I think somebody donated, Phil's Creepy Videos donated $15 to me on one of my live streams. It said, pick this up because I was too cheap to get it. This is a more expensive Shout Factory. It was like $22.99. So I was like, all right, I bought it using that money. And I owned Summer School in the collection, I think. But yeah, I still bought it for $22.99. And there you have it, guys. That is it. I'm trying to think. I'm sure I've got some DVDs that are Scream Factories, but I'm not going to go dig for those. I'm just going to end it here with the Blu-rays and the 4Ks. But I appreciate you guys watching this longer video. We're probably going to end up being around the 45-minute mark. So appreciate you guys watching. Again, if I messed up anywhere in here, I'm sorry. I'm not going to edit out too much. It's just going to flow naturally. And I'm sure I repeated myself a lot and said a lot of the same things, but appreciate you guys watching. Again, I think I've said that like 8 times. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching. Again, comment down below. I hope you commented as many times you guys want. I'll always love it when you guys comment. Even if I can't reply to them all, I always make sure I read everything. I just love the conversation. But again, appreciate you guys watching. Like this video, comment down below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm sure after watching this video and really getting to know this personality, you're probably not going to subscribe. But if you do want to subscribe, hit that subscribe button anyway. And turn on those bell notifications for all future videos. And follow me on all my social media accounts. Those links are in the description. And we'll see you next time.